Randomly out of nowhere, a government branch decided to force Epstein's estate to release his 50th birthday book, which did indeed expose Trump for signing an inappropriate letter to Epstein. I always wondered.
What's good, YouTube? It's Ball2 and Bitter back with another banger, and today we're gonna be reacting to Craziest September of All Time by Tommy NFG. You know what I'm saying? I watch his videos. It's pretty entertaining. It's cool videos to watch by him. I will link the video down in the description below. You know what I'm saying? But there has been some crazy shit that has been happening this September. This September has been wild. But we're gonna let the video speak for itself. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video.
I know I usually do a recap at the end of every year, covering everything that happened from influencers to politics to memes. And I'm happy to say that will be coming out. But this September, I just had to talk about it a little bit because people have been memeing on it and just saying, what the
is going on?
Every day I'm
This was a wild September.
Jaw-dropping story across the world. As of recording, we're literally halfway through this month, and Charlie Kirk got assassinated. Life was just found on Mars, and the Paul.
Again, like I said, shout out to Illuminati, but that assassination was crazy. That was the craziest shit. Life on Mars, I didn't even hear of that till just now. My nigga, what the hell we talking about? The assassination, life on Mars, what else? Let me see.
Through its government, Roblox is getting sued by.
Oh yeah, that too.
A dead body was found in a music artist's car, and the Epstein files released.
Nah, hold on. That all did happen this month. Yo, that's actually wild. That's wild. Nah, what?
If this is 2025, we're not going to survive 2026. I guess we can start off in order with Roblox getting sued by Law by Mike. Roblox has been going through the gutter ever since Schlep made that exposed video on them. They've been losing billions and getting clowned on by the internet. Having politicians step up to fight against them, then getting sued by a state. I mean, when your game has animations like this, should we be surprised?
Yo, what did we talk about, bro? Nah, they did start bullshitting on Roblox.
This isn't even the worst of them. Like, if
okay, but like, if we keep it a buck, right? Roblox is like is a kid's game, but it's also like a coding app, ain't it? Like a coding application. Like, can't they code that shit in there anyways? Like, you feel me? At that point, this app shouldn't even be like a kid's app no more, because if it's like coding and shit now, motherfuckers can do whatever they want to do on that app. Just like, for example, like what's that one thing called? RV? No, I said RV. I mean VR chat. Yeah. That shit has some of the wildest shit on there, even though there's kids on there. It's a lot of wild shit on there, motherfucker. At some point, bro, I'm not even gonna speak on that. Y'all just know there is some nudity sometimes that goes on VR chat.
This video will probably get taken down. So on September 1st, Law by Mike dropped a video saying he's suing Roblox and pointed out all the f***ed up things Roblox has yet to address. One of them was the fact that anyone could make an account on the website before 2021 with just a username, password, and birthday. It's the first step for every game company to have you enter in an email at least. This makes it way easier for predators to create some bot accounts and lure some kids off the platform. And also, what happens if you forget your username and password and don't have an email connected to the account? Was your account just flipped from existence forever? He also says that their AI moderation is a failure because groomers always find a way around it. They'll either use some type of secret emoji codes or text in the chat to still get through, which only makes me wonder, what are these companies gonna realize AI is not built up as much as they thought it was? Now it feels like companies are only becoming unsafer with this AI bullshit. It's almost like removing an actual human being and replacing it with a robot.
Bro, what the fuck is this, bro? What is this shit? Like, what the fuck is that shit? Nigga, we just got robots doing dumb shit.
Unsafer with this AI bullshit. It's almost like removing an actual human being and replacing.
Why do we have this? What is this? What is the whole premise behind these robots? What is that? What are they supposed to be doing? They're supposed to be cleaning. What they're supposed to be taking? Like what are they doing? Taking orders at a restaurant? My nigga, like, what the fuck?
Half the time time was gonna cause problems. But you know they don't care. Roblox does anything for profits. He also
What?
exposed that Roblox is lying about how many moderators they have. They try to say they have thousands working around the clock 24/7 to protect kids. But it turns out they only have 3,000 total. And that might seem like a lot, but keep in mind, Roblox has well over 100 million active players a day, which is only growing every day with more kids joining. Those poor employees.
Yep.
I could only imagine how many requests they have to come through a day. It's always worse when you have less too, because you're gonna have employees making mistakes and they probably got some quota from David Bazooki to hit. I can imagine him looking down from above on them and giving an execution order when an employee makes a mistake. Because of all this, Law by Mike said he's now joining Schlepp's lawyer to help sue Roblox, and that anyone who's had a similar experience to Schlepp on Roblox can contact him so we can add them as well to it. Right now, Roblox is looking like Thanos after snapping. If they manage to win this, I'm gonna start buying the lottery again because anything is possible. Right after this, the Epstein files officially released to the public. Well, actually, not fully released, just partially. The fact that 33,000 pages being
Now the Epstein files have been talked about for the longest, my nigga. They have been talking about this shit for the longest. Like, what do we like? What the fact that it actually came out? That means like Trump delivered on his promise. But I still feel like that nigga definitely was on that shit. He did something. He did something. There's no way that he wasn't on it. He did something. But hey, that's just me like thinking up here a little bit. Y'all probably think the same thing. I'm just thinking up here.
Only partially makes me sick to my stomach. This was really the devil, bro. How did we live on the same planet as him? But randomly out of nowhere, a government branch decided to force Epstein's estate to release his 50th birthday book, which did indeed expose Trump for signing an inappropriate letter to Epstein. I always wonder how these rich dudes get so freaked out. Their freaky is always 10 octaves above the public. I don't know if I can show the letter, but I'm not gonna risk it because this vid might get taken down. It takes like 2 seconds to find on the internet anyways. The letter itself is a bad drawing of a naked woman's body, with Trump's signature directly on the bottom of it. I feel like in the past, if people heard that a president got exposed for signing a nude letter to a predator, they would assume he would have got impeached by now. Maybe this is just the bar that we've set for the future. They also had a fictional conversation between them on the letter. Aw, they're doing some cute couple role plays. Such goals. I'm not gonna lie.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Having a fictional conversation written on a letter has got to be some form of zest. There is never a time you ever see me and my homies do this with each other. At the end of the letter.
So you mean to tell me this dude, like, how come this shit just went over like it released, right? But it's not. Why hasn't it hit headlines as much? Why is it not like really circulating, like just moving throughout the internet? Is something that's so shocking. It's like, all right, boom, it happened. Couple weeks passed by, we straight, like nothing happened. Oh, I'm just probably on the wrong side of YouTube or the wrong side of social media, and I'm not up to date on the news. That's probably what's going on. But like, why am I not hearing this as much? The Epstein files.
The last thing Trump wrote is,
why?
A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and let every day be another wonderful secret.
Man,
well,
hell nah, bro. What?
It's not my signature, and it's not the way I speak. And anybody that's covered me for a long time knows that's not my language.
Oh.
Bro, what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about?
I'm president and I'm accused of being a predator like this, and I'm saying someone's smearing me with fake signatures and all that, I'm instantly releasing a forensic analysis showing it's fake. Like, I run the country. Give me the best one and get it done in a couple hours. But ever since he said this, there hasn't been a single peep from him about it. You've had to have some real genius out there to smear Trump with a fake signature 20 years ago, knowing he would be president just to use it as blackmail against him. People are pointing out also he has signatures from the past that look exactly like the one with Epstein, and even ones he signed in 2022 with that exact one. But he's changed up the signature ever since becoming president, which makes you think, is this man really dumb enough to think people won't go back to his old signatures and compare them to see how alike it is? The answer is...
Yo.
Probably, yeah.
My boy really thought he was about to escape, my nigga. No. You not escaping, boy. They grabbing your ass. Pause. Bro,
and now might invade Poland, so yay. Another World War III threat this year. At this point, how many World War III threats are we at this year? Because every month I'm hearing a rumor that the may start up and I'm gonna have to get ready to be drafted. This month, Russia decided to send drones to Poland's airspace.
You wanna see how quick I hit either? You wanna see how quick I hit either this and disappear, or one of these and disappear. Cause you can't see me. Fuck wrong with you. I'll be out of here.
Intentionally aimed there. What's up with these governments thinking people in the world don't have brains like them? It's actually disrespectful because they deadass think we're all toddlers and can't tell what's real and what's not. Although nothing was really damaged and the drones turned out to be decoys apparently, Poland was not messing around with these. Word on the street is Poland's moving like the Texas of Europe. They deployed their jets to shoot down the drones because you gotta show dominance, and they also invoked Article 4 of the NATO treaty, which means they're now meeting with all other countries to discuss where further to go with this. All it takes is for them to agree to move to Article 5, and we potentially in them world.
Alright, I'm telling you.
The military better be able to hold this.
I will not be attending.
Because that draft is one I will be dodging. I don't care if I gotta act like Timmy from South Park. I'm not going. While a country was attacking another country, Gen Z and Nepal just said f*** it and burned down their government. Finally, Gen Z, it's time for us to rise up. I don't know why, but I thought in our lifetime we would never see a government overthrown with all of our modern technology. I thought we was and shit. Our generation got a bunch of femboys and furries. Are these the people that are supposed to fight? Like, whenever I see footage of a government being overthrown, it's always
I'm not gonna say that.
Black and white. But this all started when in Nepal, the government decided to randomly ban all major social media platforms. And with stuff like this, it's always a buildup. The people there already felt like the government was too corrupt. So this one little thing pushed them to the edge. At first, the protesters started peacefully with people asking the government to change its ways. But then the police started using rubber bullets and tear gas fighting the protesters. The one thing—
Nah, that would have been over with. I'm sorry. Y'all not even using real guns, my nigga. What? Put the fist up, my nigga. Put him up! Put him up, nigga. And nah, we fighting. I'm not gonna lie. Man, there's like thousands of us, and there's like 500 of y'all. I'm just giving a fake ass estimate. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is that like I'm comparing it to that. To some degree, this is what it looks like. It looks like 1,000 people fighting 500 people. That's what it looks like. There's 500 extra people in that motherfucker.
You never do
some of them got
weapons. A peaceful crowd is start firing at them because their next and only option is revolting. So all the Gen Z kids started fighting back and crowding the streets, slowly adding up to more and more until the police couldn't handle it. And in the middle of this revolt, for some reason, there was a random British tourist there vlogging to witness it all. When all other media fails and there's no other source, always count on a random British man in a miscellaneous country.
Oh yeah, he's spreading the word. That's the thing. Like, you gotta understand, he's spreading the word, so they gonna fuck with him. You feel me? He's showing what's going on in the other countries. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they're fucking with that. Other people need to see this. This government shit is corrupt, and if your government is doing that shit, my nigga, you know what to do.
On second thought,
protest. Like, that's, you feel me? That, like, protest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. And if the government decide they want to try to silence you for protesting peacefully, shit, what else you think they're gonna do? They're going to turn up on y'all niggas. Y'all call for it. You feel me? I'm just not. I'm not gonna be the guy that goes ahead and, you know, start doing that shit. It depends though. It depends. If I was protesting with a group of people, you feel me? Bam, and they start shooting us with water. Wait, my nigga, I'm launching the nearest rock at a window, nigga. I'm talking about the police, too.
Gave him water for free. Apparently, the whole thing was actually very wholesome, other than the government buildings getting burnt down. People were helping each other if they got injuries and driving them to the hospital. People set up stations to give each other food to refuel. And after everything burnt down and their previous prime minister resigned, they cleaned the street together and are gonna start building up everything again. In a way, this is the most peaceful overthrowing of a corrupt government I've ever seen. After all this, they of course had to elect new people in the government, considering all the old government got pushed out. And the place they chose to pick their leader wasn't in person, wasn't through local polling. They elected their new prime minister through Discord. Say what you want about Gen Z, but we get things done in the stupidest possible way ever. New prime minister also would make her the first female prime minister.
What? Discord, my nigga. You mean politicians are using Discord and doing shit like this? Oh, okay.
So she got a lot on her plate, but you know what? Good luck to her and the rest of the Nepalian people. You could tell their government was corrupt because sadly there was 72 casualties just in the days of this going on. In America, if it came out the government off 72 people on the streets now, we would probably have a civil war all over the nation. Moving on, David, who's a singer that blew up in the past couple of years,
I heard about him.
Big off of TikTok, as most artists do nowadays. If you think you've never heard of his name, I guarantee if you hear one of his songs, you probably heard it on a TikTok before.
I probably have.
Found abandoned on the street and got towed to a local towing yard. It was there for a while when the workers started noticing a bad smell coming from it, and when they called the police found a body in a bag in the trunk. I could not be a cop because I would not be the same after seeing something.
I'm not gonna lie, I would be traumatized.
All of his fans were like, it's over. Their favorite TikTok artist turned into OG. But it turns out at the time it got found, he was on tour already for a while. So unless he pulled some mafia type of calls and had someone taken out and left in his trunk for some reason, which doesn't make sense if you're trying to hide a...
Nah, like how does that even happen though? Like what in somebody's right mind got them to do that shit right here? How the fuck did he get in the car, my nigga? How? Like that's what I need to figure out, nigga. That we police, that's what we figuring out, man. How the fuck he got in the car unless his car door was unlocked? And I don't think David is that slow to leave his car unlocked. But mistakes happen. You gotta understand that too. Woody, you gotta understand that too, bro. You're tweaking. You think niggas is perfect out here. Sometimes shit happen. Alright, I get it now, y'all. I get it.
Crime, but whatever. Then it was pretty much impossible for him to have done the crime. The police also said he's not a suspect, that he's working with them to help. That's gotta be awkward to address to the public, right? Usually artists are addressing scamming allegations or something else, but a murder, that's a little more than what we normally see. But f that, because now we got signs of Mars has life. One of NASA's rovers last year got a rock sample from Mars. And that specific rock sample is also connected to an ancient river on the planet. They say the Mars rocks are about 3.2 to 3.8 billion years old. Whenever I see stats like this, it's always crazy because it shows our lives are literally nothing in the grand scheme of things. I don't even believe the universe is that old. So show me some 4K footage, then I'll start believing. The scientists found minerals on the rock that can be linked to life-friendly signs, which they match with the ones we have here. It also had elements like carbon, which is linked to microbial life. The problem is, since we're on Earth and nobody's there, we can't fully confirm if it's 100% accurate. We have to manage on the rovers, which always have to break for some reason. But if they confirm it's true, it's the strongest evidence that Mars once had life like us or has life on it now. If they are there, I say we leave them.
See, nigga, this is the fucking problem. This the fucking problem with niggas, bro. We always trying to sit here and discover some new shit. How about we just let life be life, bro? Enjoy the shit that we already have. What are we trying to figure out life on Mars, bro? Now, what if we fuck up whatever they got going on, and bam, they want to come to Earth and wreak havoc? Nigga, like what you think? Like we're cooked. Imagine. Now we gonna have a space war 1. Fuck a World War 1. We gonna have a space war, nigga. We're cooked. Like what? This gonna be like Endgame. It's gonna be like Endgame. We're gonna be in that bit fighting for our lives, but without the superheroes.
With the alien and ask it how its life is going. Maybe have a little smoke session with it and get high. But we'll just drag them into our planet and all the bullshit we caused. They're probably gonna look at us like, damn.
I know we're kind of up, but damn, being born a human is crazy.
And for the last one, that's probably the most craziest thing that happened this month. You've all heard by now, but political.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Nah, that shit. That shit was traumatizing.
My stances, y'all probably already know what I'm gonna say. Political violence is never the answer and doesn't solve anything.
Facts.
And judging from the reaction and the fallout from it, people are even more split than they already were. You got the dumbest of sides. One side laughing at a man getting gruesomely murked in front of hundreds of people, and the other side saying it's a civil war now and it's time to get locked and loaded.
It's time we rise.
Man, hell nah, boy. Bro, these niggas. Bro, this nigga using a Hunger Game whistle and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Get your lame ass on, nigga. Man, nigga, just watch that movie.
Why is Andrew Tate doing Civil War? Don't even live live here. Worry about your sex trafficking cases and crypto scams. Stop worrying about our affairs. To me, it looks like if this is the type of president we're setting for...
Wasn't the nigga born here or something?
Like, for politicians, it's one thing. Even though it's bad, too, that's something people more expect is a possibility. Then how far are we gonna go with this? Even though Charlie Kirk is on the more extreme side with stuff he says, it starts like that windows down to everyone else. It honestly shows how sad we've gotten, and I'm honestly scared of what's to come. Like, for the people cheering online about this, now the other side is pissed that some insane person out there is probably gonna try to get some type of retaliation on a person or a group of people that are innocent as well. It's gonna be a never-ending problem, which is why it should
we just started a gang war
on the street because you had a disagreement with someone politically. Now that I've said that, even though I feel bad for his kids and I hope they can get through life well dealing with this, I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm actively crying and mourning the guy. Like, two things can be true at once. It can be true that he didn't deserve to go like that and gun violence is bad, but also I'm not gonna mourn someone who sent hate to all types of groups all the time. Charlie Kirk got one of the worst digital footprints on the internet. There's that clip people are posting everywhere when he's talking about the Second Amendment.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect.
I'm not gonna lie, this clip is not helping him.
That's definitely not.
This clip doesn't help him at
He's
all.
also said things like the Civil Rights Act was a mistake, said abortion is now worse than the Holocaust. He was a huge rage baiter, and even though I'm not going to celebrate what happened, I see why some people don't. This whole thing has turned into a giant
I remember I think I watched that shit. Shit was hilarious.
Blaming liberals and saying it's because of their rhetoric and the way they talk that it happened. And then you got the liberals saying that's hypocritical because they do the exact same thing and would probably laugh at
Jubilee.
one of their people on
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I'm going back to the part that just passed, but I mean that's reaction. I'm tripping. But Jubilee, I seen that video. But the thing about Jubilee is just that shit. Jubilee's a whole rage bait in itself. I'm not gonna lie. You lose brain cells from watching that shit. Sometimes the arguments, the debates just be like, bro, what the fuck what is this? Like, why am I watching this stupid shit? Like, my head is on 1,000 right now. My brain is about to explode. I can't do it.
their side dying. I hate
You
to
lose
have
brain
like
cells
commentator
every
take,
time
I
you
guess,
watch
but
Jubilee.
yeah, it is truly both sides would act the same in the exact same scenarios if it was a person on their side. Like, it's just how things work. I do think it's funny, though, how all the conservatives are saying, how could people celebrate? Acting like they haven't been making fun of George Floyd for 5 years. George Floyd jokes were never funny to me when they first happened. And the fact they keep bringing them up nowadays like it's supposed to be some jump scare for black people, I guess. Like, bro, it's been 5 years, almost 6 years. Let it go, man. And now you got them treating him like a warrior, saying he's the MLK of Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that they all have in common is they died for saying what other people didn't like. They was like, you feel me? Jesus. He was preaching the word of God and saying he was the Messiah, and people didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the Messiah, like, you feel me? But they off them because they felt like he was disrespecting, like he was disrespecting what they believed. You got Charlie Kirk. Obviously, we're on the opposing side of not fucking with what he says, but to other people still agree with what he say. So to other people, to be honest, he's like the Martin Luther King. He's like the Martin Luther King for us, right? We agree with Martin Luther King and what went on, but then other people like kind of look at him as like a Martin Luther King in their sense. If you get what I'm saying, like, you feel me? If you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. I'm not comparing the two. But you know, if you get what I'm saying, like, that's how some people will look at him. You know what I'm saying? And for us, we disagree with that nigga. So the disagreeers went ahead and off this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Martin Luther King. I agree with my fault, y'all. But same thing with Martin Luther King. I agree with Martin Luther King, but a lot of other people didn't agree with him, so they off that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got John F. Kennedy. Same thing. They didn't like what he was doing. Off them. Abraham Lincoln. They didn't like what he was doing. Oh, yeah, talking about abolishing slavery? Yeah, all right. Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not saying he's on par with these great people. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the other four, I'm not even going to say Abraham, and I'm not going to say Abraham was all that great. But, you know what I'm saying? He did do something that was a little bit good. But the rest of them four, good. Him, my nigga, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna say good in my eyes. To other people, you probably was good, but
It's gotta be some
me,
form of
nah.
blasphemous. How are you a Christian and don't know you can't compare any human to Jesus? If Charlie's their MLK though, then I don't want to know who Malcolm X is. People
wait, what?
human to Jesus. If Charlie's their MLK though, then I don't want to know who Malcolm X is.
See, I just said that shit. I just said that shit. That's their MLK. You feel me? But I'm not gonna cap. I'm slowly starting to understand Malcolm X a little bit more. I'm slowly starting to understand his views. His views was more like, if you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. If you don't like me, I don't like you. If you slap me, I'ma slap you right back. You know what I'm saying? Which is like an eye for an eye type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like anybody that slapped me is gonna get away with it. Shit, I'ma slap you right the fuck back, my nigga. You're cooked.
People may say to me, well, Tommy, he probably wouldn't have given you the same grace if it happened to you. And yeah, I'm sure if it did, he'd say it's tragic and all, but
I think it's worth the have the cost.
That clip is killing him.
I don't really like this because I don't live my life according to how someone else may act.
Yo.
Like, do you act in the same way as a person you don't like? All I know, though, is from this whole thing happening and getting this many people's thoughts on the internet, we were never meant to see everyone in the world's reaction to something for real. Nothing good can come from it, and y'all better strap in this month up until the end of the year, because I have a feeling it's not going to be a smooth
That's
ride.
what I was saying.
Anyways, let me know y'all's thoughts on everything going on and how you're praying to survive.
That's
until
what
the
I
end
was
of the
saying,
year.
though.
Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, I've been saying the same thing. After what just happened with that Charlie Kirk situation, it's pretty much cooked. There might be some shit going on. I'm not gonna cap. A lot of shit. We seen, like, from the beginning of the year to now, it's been on some wild shit a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. The beginning of the year, really like December, but it's still kind of like, you know, dang near the beginning of the year. You know, when Trump got elected and got into office and, you know, and all this other stuff, right? When he got in, you know how much, like, you know, when he won, you know how much people was crying, my nigga? People was going insane. People was ready to, I'm talking about hop off of buildings for this nigga, because this nigga was president. Now, we got an assassination happening? Oh, yeah. Times is only getting harder from here. But hey, man, hey, ain't too much I could really do about it. You know what I'm saying? The most I could do is just not be involved. But with that being said, that's the end of the video. If y'all like the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification button if y'all want to stay updated on the next video. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below about September, because September has been a wild ride. The fact that they ain't even, like, 9/11 happened, the date passed, and nobody said anything. For real. It just went by quick as fuck. We didn't honor it, nothing. I mean, probably it was honored some other place, but it was barely televised or showed over the media. But yeah, with that being said, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.